In the not-too-distant future, next Sunday AD probably, we as a human society are going to need to, leave Earth because we're fucking it up. And we are probably going to want to colonize planets close to us. Mars is looking pretty good, although based on this game, the Farlanders, it's not going to be easy or highly plausible at all. See, the Farlanders is a turn-based strategy survival colony builder where you have to make it hospitable for people to land, and you are the first one there, so it's up to you whether or not we all live or die. No pressure. Actually, there's a lot of pressure because this game is really difficult. I don't know if it's a balance issue difficult or it's just really difficult to do. Some wiggle room is needed in there, but it's pretty straightforward on how you need to play it. How we're playing it is on easy mode. Not like we're going to make it 46 days though, but we have hopes. Fingers crossed. Society's doomed. So how do you play the Farlanders? Well, like I said, it is a turn-based colony builder, and that means we have to be very careful. Because if you pick a wrong spot to start, everyone's going to die. Yay. Simple, mechanics on how to play this game. All you need is your mouse and left click, and you can click and drag to move yourself, or the camera more specifically, around a very small landscape of Mars. Always randomly generated, and that random generation is brutal. But more on that later. Right now, we have to pick a spot to land and start colonizing. And I'm gonna say here, around in this area, probably more here actually, is a good place to start. So what we do is we click on our little landing pad thing, and our building tab comes up. We click on our base spaceship, and we pick a spot to land. We can only land on good tiles. Mind you, no cracks in the ground like so. No, we are going to need to land on safety. And that safety is going to be right there. Right. That's not the first thing that's not the only thing you need to do, though. Because we have a big task. Our objective, if we move the objectives over here into the shadow of Mars so we can all see, our objective is to reach a population of 200 humans by 46 turns. Easy mode. Medium and harder modes are less and less time, although even on easy mode, you're probably never going to get there. But we also have a few things to keep in note. At the absolute top is our current population of humans, which is 0, our housing for those current humans, which is 0, 0, we can fix that, and our turn timer, which is 1. We then also have events that are going to take place. In the next turn, we are going to get 20 people coming here and saying, hey, we can help, and you have to either accept them or turn them down. And they're all doomed, it doesn't matter. But also, in 2 turns, we're gonna get some terraforming equipment, which I actually really like. I like this little mechanic, but we'll get to that when, we get to that day. We also have our stats and things we need to very much keep in mind at the opposite top left corner. We have health. That is the health of your colony. If that reaches 0, you're done. The game's over. we also have water. If that reaches 0, you're done. End of game. We have materials to build things out of, and power. Now, of course, based on how many people you have, how much gathering resources you're doing, these will change and shift, and we'll get into that when we start building things and people start coming here to die. So let's start that off. We go back into our building tab here, and being that we need power, if we click on, let's be more specific here, if we click on grayed out buildings here, we see their stats and what they need. They need 10 minerals to be built, they need 2 power, and 3 people to successfully, do. And they produce, 8 food / a turn, and it requires sunlight. Now here's a very cool kind of thing, because certain buildings need to kind of be in certain places as well. These mountains actually drop shadows, and those shadows matter. So placing a solar panel right here can't be done, not only because it's in the shadows, but also because, it has no adjacency to your lander. But it won't produce any power, so it's going to be useless. So we need to think very carefully. I think up here to the north of our lander will be where the power goes, and then south will be where our housing goes, because they can be in the shade all they want. Doesn't really matter. So first off, let's put down a solar panel, yay, and that is of course producing 4 power. But wait! If you build them the same building next to each other in kind of like a grid block pattern, it amplifies the gains of your anything. Food, water, housing, probably minerals too, but I have yet to see places where minerals produce next to each other. So, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna want 2 solar well, no, actually, we're not going to want 2 solar panels because we have little to no place to get minerals. We have here, but that's going to be needed. We're going to need terraforming to get through that. So right now, we're going to be very minimalistic. Can't exert ourselves. 1 solar panel and 1 habitat. Now, unfortunately, that only holds 8 people, and we're expecting 20. So if we take 2 people, that ups it down to 20. So it multiplies greatly. By the way, also, if you right-click, and that makes everything that you've clicked on go away. So if I click on that, right-click, yay, now it's not in your way. So at this second, we're okay. Now, we don't really need to worry about food and water because we have no people, except now we're going to have people. So we click on our next turn because we're all done here. Next turn, yay, your colonists arrive from Earth, or new colonists. There I am, and there's my little buddy Chip. Hey. And then all the people. Alright, today 20 new colonists arrive. This is great that we have free housing prepared for them. Now, we can either take all 20, or we can only take 10. Again, resource management. I usually take all 20, which is probably why I die really quickly. So you know what? We're going to take 10 colonists. But that means we're going to need to be very careful on what we do next. For you see, if we go back up to our top left corner, we are now minusing some stats. We are losing 10 health per turn and 10 water per turn because we have 10 colonists. Simple as that. Actually, I think more, it's not multiplied by, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, it's something else, but let's not focus on that right now. What we need is food and water. Now food, farm, yay. It requires sunlight, so it can't be built in the shade of this mountain right here, but it also needs 3 people and 2 power. We only have 2 power right now, but we also don't have a way to reach to the next places we need to go, namely here is a pretty damn good farming spot, and here for a water spot. Why do we need 2 different places for farming and water? Well, we'll get to that when we do. But for starters, let's start putting down some power lines. They only cost very little in resources to gather, and we need little resources. So we take this and place it down. We are now only leaving 2. You don't gain as much as you need, ever, in this game. Alright, we're gonna need another solar panel anyway, so put that down. Luckily, next turn, we're gonna be getting terraforming equipment. And we're gonna need to get this there, so... Okay, first off, think. How much is a factory? 20? 6... Oh no, I'm not gonna have enough people to run the water pump. This is why I usually put 20 in. Right, we're still gonna take the power cords. You can build over the power cords, so don't really worry about placement on those. And then here, this can go here, but not at the moment. We are going to lose health and water on our first couple days, but this should be alright. Put that down, and we go to our next turn. Yay, day 3, we have our terraform equipment. Now this, I actually really like. Above also the game, which I also really like. The terraforming equipment is very specific in how you can use terraforming equipment. So we are given 3 options. You can only choose 1. And that option will be... We need to get to these minerals here, mineral deposit. So we need to get rid of these. So the best one to do that would be this one here. This excavation point right here. And it is a grid, basically. And you can rotate that grid with, as it says up here, E and Q. Easily enough. And then we click, and we do the thing that the terraformer says it does. Yay! Different things on terraforming tiles do different things, obviously. But when we get to them, we will talk about them. Yay, so now I have minerals being created, and I only have 1 person on populace that is not having a job. In 3 turns, we'll get more people, which means we're going to need to get more houses before that happens, which means we're going to need more minerals, which means we're going to be losing at least 30 water before anyone shows up along with food. Oh dear. Alright, next turn then. Nothing happened today. Yay! But something did happen. We got 16 minerals. So, with that being said, put that in. Now we have 32 people. It's either 20 or 10 people. We're probably going to be taking the 20, because we need the people. Alright, that's all we can really do. So next turn again, and more terraforming. Yay! Alright, so now we have options here. We can either, A, get a water source and a barren desert death place. We can remove 3 tiles, or we can put another water down but make 2 mountains. We don't really want to make mountains and whatnot. A thing I would like to point out that I had a little trouble figuring out, but have subsequently figured out, is these brown wasteland tiles. You can't build on them, you can't use them, they are essentially pointless. Except when you have a terraforming tile and you put water, the grid of water over them, you can click on it and it gets rid of the wasteland tile. That is a very big tip that I want to give you guys. The death tile creates wasteland, but also... ooh, hello. But yeah, no, it makes wasteland, so it's a bad thing to use, but you might have to with something like this. Shit. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll put this here so that we have another source for water for later. And then we're not going to make another habitat, so next turn, yay, more colonists. We'll take the 20. Now that means we're going to lose a lot of resources, but that also means we're going to be able to man a lot of places. So we have to put one of these down, gets us more power. Next turn, how much is the water pump here? 20? Yeah, no, so if we put down a farm, that's not going to help. So next turn, new terraforming tools, yay! Alright, that's actually going to be very useful. So, water pump. Why do we need a new water pump? Or a water pump not next to, you know, our farm? Well, that is because, obviously, the water is being sucked up, and it's not being able to irrigate your farm area. So, we're going to have it away from here so that we have farm and food. So now we're getting water. Not a lot of water. Well, actually quite a bit of water, but not enough to actually be sustainable, but it's slowing our slow descent into death. So that's good. We also want... We can get... I want to get rid of that mountain tile right here. So... Boom. We're going to have to make a wasteland for that to happen, so we can get to that water tile later. We're going to have plenty of food. They'll all maximize themselves. It'll be fine. We don't have to worry about this spot. This is a great farming spot for another day. Yay! More people are dying. There was plenty of water on Earth. New terraforming stuff. Yay! Alright, so... New terraforming stuff. Do we want to... make room? No, we can expand this way for all of that. Water is always good. You always want water. So right here, we're going to place water. It's going to make it even closer, yay, to that. We're going to need a farm. More farm. We're going to also want more populace, but not at this second. We also need more power. This is probably the farthest I've ever been. I don't think I've ever broken 10 days. So, alright, nothing happens. Yay, nothing happens. Right. That's going to go there, because water pump's going to go right there, so it doesn't really matter. Speaking of which, can we make a water pump? Next turn we can, but we need food now, so one more food, and now we're gaining health. Yay! Because we don't need no education. Oh, and luckily enough, oh no, not luckily enough, because we don't have room for the people. Next. No, we have to turn them away. No, we're turning them away. Oh no, this is where the bad shit happens. Shit. Because now we don't have enough people to man the water pump. Which means in 2 days we're gonna lose a lot of things. So you know what? We're gonna have to destroy something. Fuck. Alright, sorry. Place that's giving us food. Instead of 2 days now, we're dying in 4 days, but it's a better choice. Next turn, because we don't need to make a colony. Yay, okay. Ooh, mineral deposit. I never seen that tile before. Now you know I haven't been where I think I've been. Water tile. Great, excellent. Very good. Wonderful. Now in 3 days, ooh, we're not gonna have enough. Shit. We're gonna die in 3 days, and 3 people are coming, so we're gonna die on the day. People are gonna find us dead. That's basically what's gonna happen. We're going to actually rotate this and place it somewhere where we can actually use it. There. So that when I can, I'm gonna get more minerals. Next turn. Nothing happened today. And we're slowly dying. We're gonna need more colony. So that'll give us at least 10 people. Okay, next day, nothing happened. Oh god, we're gonna die tomorrow. Well, it was nice knowing all of you. I'm gonna probably make power output right there, because it doesn't need manpower. We're just gonna do that like so. Give us power for tomorrow. Unfortunately, tomorrow is 30 colonists. Unfortunately, we don't have any free housing. I did not know that. I thought I could take just 10. Oh, so you have to have all the housing for all the people. But then, oh no, we're not ready. Today you received new terraforming. Use wisely. Oh, we're out of food now too. Fuck. Oh, fuck. We have no new people and we can't do a farm. Okay. Well, this has been the Farlander. The link to it will be in the description below. My name is Ben Dark Arts, and hopefully you can do better than I have. I guarantee you, you probably can't. Next turn, the game is sadly over. Our colonists are out of food and have starved to death, and now the next people that come to this planet in search of safety are going to find lifeless husks. Yay!